The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena, the lower bracket 3A semifinal. The winner into the championship tomorrow night at 8 o'clock against the Esterville Lincoln Center squad that knocked off Unity Christian 57-44 in the game just completed. Joanna, time to take a look at our seeds for success.
Yes, for the Ballard Bombers, they want to force turnovers in their full court 2-2-1 press, and we'll see that until they get a big enough lead to start holding the ball. They also have to contain West Lyon's Brooklyn Meyer, and they are going to do everything they can. You'll see a lot of double teaming. Will they triple team? They'll try bringing someone from the front side, from the back side of that defense. West Lyon, on the other hand, needs to handle the Ballard's pressure with confidence and poise. And offensively, they need to read the defense. If there's a single coverage on Meyer, you know she'll take it to the hole. If she's doubled, she has to make quick decisions, and she'll kick to open players on the perimeter.
Today's Seeds for Success brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at krugerseed.com. West Lyon comes in with a 24-1 record. Their only loss was to Harrisburg, South Dakota, and that's a large school team, and that was a 6-point setback, a kind of a fill-in game for them. And for Ballard, their only losses have been to 3 top 15 ranked 4A teams.
Right, so both of them are ready to play on this stage against the best in the state. We already talked about the great defense of Ballard, but they're also second in states in assists. They are a true definition of a team, both defensively and offensively. They have great spacing, and they like to pass the ball to the open girl.
Ballard trying to go from one class to another, from 4A to 3A, but repeat as state champs.
That's their goal, right? And so I think that really helps them to go down to 3A in 4A, which is most of their conference, right, or all of their conference. So they're prepared at that upper level, which makes you really confident coming into today's game.
Second seed against the third seed in the 3A semifinals. Now let's go to our public address announcer.
Fans, welcome to today's 2022 Girls State Basketball semifinal matchup featuring the Ballard Bombers and the West Lyon Wildcats. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Players in today's semifinal matchup. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Ballard Bombers. Number 10, Kylie Calvert. Number 11, Reagan Levy. Number 13, Casey Rigby. Number 15, Casey Larson. Number 21, Aaliyah Thompson. Number 22, Megan Rowetter. Number 32, Kate Miller. Number 34, Paige Noe. Number 42, Elise Van Pelt. and number 55, Brooklyn Baumgardner. The assistant coaches for the Bombers, Nathan Smith, Mandy Kinzenbaugh, Darren Harold, and Taylor Wilson. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the West Lyon Wildcats. Number 2, Morgan Grotwald. Number 4, Evie Knobloch. Number 22, Kendra Gramstad. Number 24, Maddie Johnson. Number 32, Emily Terwee. Number 34, Kendra Boat. Number 40, Ella Langenhorst. Number 42, Hannah Terwee. Number 44, Annie Metzger. And number 52, Jordan Ashelman. The assistant coaches for the Wildcats, Dana Pashan, Steve Hoff, Jamie Carolyn, Katie Baker, Jeff Hugavine, and Maya Hugavine. And now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. For the Bombers, a 5'7" junior guard, number 2, Lily Beal. For the Wildcats, 5'6" junior guard, number 10, Randy Childress. For the Bombers, a 5'9" senior guard, number 4, Brooke Levy. For the Wildcats, a 5'7" senior guard, number 12, Mallory Gramstad. For the Bombers, a 6' senior forward, number 12, Meg Reitz. For the Wildcats, a 6'1" senior forward, number 14, Xavier Metzger. For the Bombers, a 5'7" senior guard, number 25, Kylie Rigby. For the Wildcats, 5'6" junior guard, number 20, Gianna Clarenbeek. For the Bombers, a 5'7" junior forward, number 44, Lily Hillebrand. And for the Wildcats, a 6'2" senior forward, number 30, Brooklyn Meyer. Head coach for the Ballard Bombers is Kelly Anderson, and the head coach for the West Lyon Wildcats is Ryan Brasser. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table for the introduction of our officials for this game as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. They are Robert Smith Jr., Bob Squires, and Brianne Byerly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament basketball.
Well, as we mentioned, Joanna, both teams struggled in the quarterfinals in the first half, but they should certainly have those jitters out of the way now.
They should. They've been here before. Now it turns into your home court, and you're hoping not to just play here, but to get through this round for another day.
And so we are set to go Ballard, the third seed, 22-3, champs of the Raccoon River Conference at 14-2. West Lyon, 24-1, undefeated in Siouxland as they won their championship in that conference. And it is the Wildcats with the opening tap. And they'll go right into Meyer, and Meyer will misfire on the first shot, and Brooke Levy comes up with the rebound.
Yes, and what we want to look for is what defensive strategy is Ballard going to use to try to slow down Meyer.
Ball slipped out of Levy's hands and into the hand of Randy Childress. Outside is Jenna Clarenbeek. Ball poked away, but it comes right back to Clarenbeek.
You can see Ballard in a man-to-man defense or just have one person behind Meyer on the post. Look for them to double down from the ball side and see if that can slow her down.
We're going to see a difference in pace, aren't we? Ballard wants to hurry, and West Lyon wants to be patient and slow Ballard down.
Right, we can look at that at the end of the quarter and see who wins that tempo game.
Great effort on the steal. As coming up with his Levy, and she got fouled.
It's usually the quicker team. I would say we'll go with the quicker pace with Ballard because they'll bring their pressure full court, and they want to score quickly so they can put their press on.
And so here come the Bombers. They average 53 points a game to give up 30. Their leading scorer is Levy at 12.8, but it's a balanced scoring attack. Nobody really in higher numbers than that, and all pretty consistent. Nice speed underneath, and the basket is scored by Meg Reitz to get things underway for the Bombers.
Yeah, Reitz had a great basket cut, and they hit her on the fly to connect. That's what Coach Anderson said makes the Ballard team so tough to guard because they have so many girls that can score.
Gramstead finds Clarenbeek. Clarenbeek backs up on the dribble against the man-to-man of Levy. From the high post, Meyer tries to work her way down, draws the double team. Meyer quickly moves into the paint. She spins and misses. Good defense against Brooklyn Meyer.
Meyer's so great with that spin move there. She's spinning to the right. Just needed to get it a little bit high off the glass to score.
Levy drives into the lane and gets the foul. Levy fouled on the play by Childress, and that'll be her first foul.
Ballard loves to get to the line. They run that 5-out offense, so they're all behind the arc. You see them get the ball in a lot of shot fakes so they can try to get to the paint, score a runner, or draw a foul. And if they get double-teamed or get stopped, then they'll kick it out for three. So we'll see a lot of driving to the lane today.
Levy averaging 12.8. Had 7 points on a tough shooting game against Center Point Urbana, just 2 for 12. But certainly the Bombers figure she is a much better shooter than that and expect more this afternoon.
She is. Even Coach Anderson said, she didn't have a great game. Actually, their top 3 scorers in their first round were not their top 3 scorers. Again, that's one thing that makes them tough to stop.
It was Lily Beal who really did a great job for Ballard as Meg Reitz draws the personal foul. And Childress will go to the line for the Wildcats, a 5'8 junior, known as the defensive stopper. She will always guard the perimeter best guard, and she hits the free throw to put West Lyon on the board.
Childress is one that's a great three-point shooter as well. Again, depending on what Ballard's defense does against Meyer, all those outside spot-up shooters have to be ready to score.
Levy finds Beal, and Beal works it to Rigby. Rigby working the left side. The Wildcats opening in a man also, and there's a blocking foul on the way in.
There's that dribble drive on their second possession now, again, drawing another foul.
And Childress was her second foul. Change in the lineup as coming in will be Evie Knobloch, a 5'8 sophomore. And with those 2 early fouls, Childress goes out. IMT Insurance bringing you our substitutions today. Learn how to be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Almost a takeaway by Gramstead. And then a foul is called on Meyer trying to get the loose basketball back.
And she kind of reached in. They stayed in that 2-3 zone coming out of the baseline out of bounds. She'll have to be careful. They need to keep her in the game. She won't want to get fouled too anytime soon.
Already 4 early fouls called against West Lyon. Against a pretty good free throw shooting team in Ballard at 68%.
Well, that's part of their scheme, right? They want to be aggressive, draw those fouls, make them think a little bit, make the opponents think about whether they should reach in or not.
Here is Levy. Skip pass to Beal. Beal, terrific ball game in the quarterfinals. 7 points, 7 steals, and 8 rebounds. Driving the lane is Hildebrand. Can't score it, and the rebound taken by Meyer. Meyer outletting to Knobloch. And Knobloch calls for the travel.
And there's that transition, just intense defense, right? Really double-teamed. Once she took a knee on the ground, she was double-teamed and got caught there.
And with that, a timeout going to be taken by the Wildcats of West Lyon. We're going to keep it right here with 4:55 left to play in the first quarter. And again, Ballard kind of setting the pace and the tempo, would seem to me, early.
Yes, you can tell, they won it last year. There's a different air that you step onto the court with. This is where they're champions, right? And you can kind of feel that. Both teams have a lot of senior leadership, a lot of juniors and seniors on the court, but they're real confident. They know their style of play. They obviously don't want one player to beat them in Meyer, but they're going to stay with their game plan and do what they do. They're pushing that tempo, drawing those fouls. We'll see how they do, keeping it up. We'll see on this possession if they can draw another foul.
Ballard coached by Kelly Anderson in his 11th year, 214 wins and only 50 setbacks. This is 7th state tournament in 11 years coaching the Bombers.
Ballard may need to switch some. You can see some movement here, some motion offense. They need to utilize the high post against this zone to try to get some in and out game, and there it is.
Paige Noe, a good three-point shooter. Number 34 has come into the ball game. In the lane, it's Levy and gets the roll.
Right, and Reed's kind of set a screen on the free throw line, which created a lane for her to score.
Into the offensive end, Mallory Gramstead had 5 rebounds the other day in the quarterfinal victory over Roland Story, as West Lyon won that one 38-23. A travel is called as Knobloch tries to get to the baseline. Looked like her foot slid as she tried to make her cut.
It is another advantage with this swarming defense. You can feel the intensity of it and the pressure they're putting on. They're making the Wildcats move faster than they want to move, causing another turnover.
And because Ballard plays defense so well, you can ill afford to get too far behind them.
You can't. You have to keep it close. They're not going to let you put many points up.
From the free throw line, Meets kicks it back to Levy, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Ballard basketball. Last touch by the Wildcats. 3:45 left to play in the first quarter. The Bombers, who won 4A last year, making their 3rd straight state tournament appearance. And again, this year playing in 3A. Reitz, who's headed for Wayne State, Nebraska to play basketball next year, takes the inbound speed. Levy, who's going to Fort Hays State in Kansas, knocks down the basket, and after scoring just 7 points the other afternoon, she has 6 here in the first quarter today. And comes up with a steal, and then she gets fouled. Knobloch on the foul. That's already 5 called against West Lyon.
That's also why Ballard's so good from the free throw line, because they end up there a lot. Expect them to get to the 1-to-1 soon, right? As they continue to draw these fouls and put the ball on the floor, put the defense in precarious situations.
Emily Terweek, number 32, on for West Lyon, IMT Insurance, bringing you that substitution. And Terweek, the cousin of Brooklyn Meyer. Beal finds Reitz open in the corner, and Reitz finds the three-point range. That is her 21st 3 this season, and Ballard off to a great start and an 11-2 advantage.
There she are. I love Reitz has been working that high post area. She stepped out. She's the lefty, but the defense has to know where she is because she can score from the arc.
Meyer trying to get on track and does, and that's vital for the Wildcats.
She's almost ambidextrous, right? I know she works hard for that. That's why she can go to the right. She has this great spin move to the left, a nice kiss off the glass for 2.
Meyer going to play at South Dakota State next year, an outstanding women's program. Ballard looking for a high percentage shot. They find Noe. She kicks it out to Reitz. In the lane, it's Levy. Pump fake, nothing going. The drive by Reitz. She leaves it short, and the rebound is cleared by Meyer. Meyer averaging 9 rebounds a game in addition to 17 points a ball game. She also blocks 3.4 shots per game.
She does it all, doesn't she? And she's a great passer.
She's actually number 1 in 3A in rebounds and blocks. And number 3 in scoring. All a complete package for an all-tournament performer last year. She had 21 against Roland Story in the quarterfinals. Catching the inbounds pass, but having it blocked was Metzger. She got it, but right in front of her was Lily Hillebrand to knock it down.
It was a nice cut to the basket, and she again, that scrappy defense got a hand on it to take it away.
Levy again at the top of the circle. Reitz and now Hillebrand. Inside 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Ballard jumped off to a 4-0 lead. They have not looked back.
Now, Ballard's really good with their ball fake. They're quick. They get the defense on their feet a little bit and can drive past them quickly.
Levy misfiring with the 3 ball, and it's out of bounds to West Lyon with a minute 22 left to play in the first quarter. Aaliyah Thompson, a 6-foot sophomore whose sister Cassidy played on the state tournament teams for 3 years as a starter for Ballard, comes into the lineup. IMT Insurance bringing you that substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Wildcats needing to get something going here, trailing early by 7. A moment ago down by 9. Again, they want to get Meyer going. She faces a double team, gets rid of it. And on the baseline drive, there's a block, and it comes right back to Meyer, and Meyer gets fouled by Reitz.
Right there on, they got it to Meyer at the high post. She was actually triple teamed, right? And she has a good sense about her. Even Coach Brasser says that she can really feel that double or triple team coming, and she's great at making quick decisions and kicking out for an open 3. That time they didn't connect on that, and she was able to crash.
Ryan Brasser, the 7th-year head coach for West Lyon. 127 victories, just 37 losses in his great career. He became the head coach at West Lyon just his 2nd year out of college. Went to Northwestern College, played baseball, and then came as an assistant for 1 year and then got the head coaching job. Meyer knocks down a couple of free throws, and it's a 4-point run for the Wildcats.
As they accumulate some points on the board, I expect to see these Wildcats a little more confident, right? Patient to break the press and confident offensively to make this a closer game.
An 11-2 lead a moment ago for Ballard, but again, back-to-back scores by the Wildcats, and they cut the margin to 5 as Ballard plays for the last shot of the quarter with 30 seconds left in it. Ballard making their 16th state tournament appearance. West Lyon in their 6th state tournament appearance.
Yes, and this is what Ballard does. They have a lead, and they'll stall, right? This is what they want to do. This is what they hope to be doing in the 4th quarter. And this won't happen next year, will it? Because we'll have a shot clock.
Absolutely. You like that?
I think it's good. Let's go. Let's not watch them dribble at half court. Let's go play.
Trying to take it away is Gramstad, but then they rule the ball bounce back off Gramstad, and so it will be Ballard basketball with now 8.9 left to play in the first quarter. And inbounding it will be Lily Hillebrand, the 5'7" junior.
Wildcats match up in a man-to-man.
Little miscommunication there. Levy trying to get free. Puts the shot up, but was really rushed on the shot. Never got a good look. And 1 quarter has come to an end. Ballard leading all the way in the first quarter. They lead by a score of 11-6. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
and we are
Obsessively,
relentlessly
At your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Hey fans, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opened doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Ballard with an 11-6 lead as play begins in the second quarter. Larry Morgan, Joanna Settles with you at Wells Fargo Arena. Here's Levy. He's been very active, taking it to the paint, but this time good defense, and the long arms stopped the play, as that time it was Metzger coming up with a big defensive effort.
Yes, West Lyon, another good stop. They finished the quarter with a great defensive stop, and there's another one to start to try to get some momentum.
And had that shot gone down, it would have been a 7-point run, but it did not. And then Meyer has it taken away by Levy.
Now defensively here, West Lyon wants to keep their feet, right? Ballard does a great job with their shot fake.
Off the bench and into the scoring column, Aaliyah Thompson, who came in late in the fourth quarter. She knocks down a three, and that ends the 4-0 run by West Lyon.
Yes, well, that's every coach's dream, right? For your bench player, come on in and shoot a three and make it. That's exciting. That gives your team some great momentum.
Only a sophomore. She brings good size to the Bombers. That's 6 foot. Gramstad giving it up for Claire Beek. Grandstad, a 5'7" senior, 3-year starter in this program. Follow shot won't go by Childress.
Childress made a nice basket cut and a good pass by Meyer, but they weren't able to connect.
Levy getting to play the point guard for the first time this year. She was an off guard for 3 years as Kylie Rigby gets into the scoring column. She is an outstanding three-point shooter, her 37th this season.
She is. She just plays so confidently, right? She made that look easy. She's ready, ready for the pass, ready to score, thinking score all the time.
That gives Ballard their biggest lead. Baseline drive by Metzger. The follow shot from long range, knocked down by Jenna Clarenbeek. That's the first three of the ball game for West Lyon.
They've got to continue to put points on the board. In the first quarter, they only took 5 shots. That speaks to the incredible defense of Ballard.
Coming right up the middle, but leaving it too high off the glass, Lily Hildebrand, but the offensive rebound comes to Kylie Rigby. She'll put up a left-handed hook shot, and there for the rebound, the 6'2" Brooklyn Meyer.
Yes, out-rebounding her teammates as well.
So Meyer, 4 points in the first half. They're going to need her more offensively, but thus far the Bombers have done a good job controlling her touches. And a timeout will be taken by Ballard with 5:20 left to play in the first half. Ballard has led all the way in this one. They jumped to a 4-0 lead, led 11-6 at the quarter, led a moment ago by 11, and they're now up 17-9. Ballard, we mentioned, winning in 4A last year. Interesting situation that happens all the time for them to drop a class.
Right, it only takes a few students. They look at that every year to see, and a lot of them that are kind of on that bubble can go up or down. 4A, of course, an excellent class, but so is 3A. So West Lyon, offensively, what do they have to do? You can feel that they're a little pressure. They're rushing their offense, and that's what the press does. They have to be a little more composed in their half-court offense. On the last one, Meyer is drawing so much attention defensively. Some other girls need to step up. They've made some really good moves, took some really nice shots, but they have to finish.
Meyer averages 16.7, and no one else averages more than 7.5 points a ball game. But as you say, somebody has to step up if the big gun gets shut down. Hildebrand works the ball across the top. We mentioned Levy off guard for the first 3 years because she played behind Molly Eiley, getting to play point guard, which is her favorite spot, and this is her senior year.
You wouldn't know that she wasn't the point. Although, you know, all these girls can handle the ball so well, especially in a 5-out offense. They don't have a dominant post, right? So you want all your girls to think that they're guards and can handle the ball well.
Thompson with a quick hill for Hildebrand. They move the ball very quickly, and into the corner it's Rigby. And again, now Ballard using a little bit of patience, trying to break down this zone defense of West Lyon.
They are, and also the clock is their friend. They want it to. They're in no hurry to score. They're happy with this score right here.
Well, they come in with a great confidence that they can hold a team under 30. So they figure at 35 or 40, they've got to be good, right?
Yes.
This is probably their longest possession so far. But again, there's no hurry, there's no urgency. They're just looking for a high percentage shot.
And West Lyon is just kind of playing some safe defense. They're not jumping into passing lanes. They may need to be a little more aggressive so they can pressure the offense of Ballard.
Thompson with an offensive rebound that rolls in. Thompson off the bench for 5 for Ballard. They go to a double-digit lead as Childress brings it into the offensive end for West Lyon. Here's Clarenbeek delivering for Gramstad. Meyer inside, again draws the double team. The hook shot rolls in.
Yeah, that was fantastic. She told the offense what she wanted. She said, get me the ball on the right side. They passed it over. She cut hard on the baseline for the open look and put it up for 2.
And then foul was called on the scramble afterward and the positioning for the rebound. Here's the inbound speed, and there comes a foul on Hildebrand.
That's a nice baseline out of bounds play. Again, so much attention on Meyer that they're able to kind of deceive the defense a bit and put Metzger in there. Again, some good size with Metzger. A nice inbound pass to put her at the line.
Xavier Metzger, who's going to play volleyball at Northwestern College next year, second team all-conference in the Siouxland, knocks down the free throw for her first point. Ryan Brasser said that over the last couple of years, Metzger, who is an outstanding hurdler and qualified in state for hurdles, really has committed herself to basketball.
Well, you can see the evidence of it right here, right? Very fundamental. You also, that's exciting to know you have a great team and you're going to be a key component of that.
Steal by Meyer.
There's definitely incentive.
Yes, it is. Once an 11-point game. Now a chance for West Lyon to cut it under 8. But they turn it over. The takeaway by Leah Thompson. She's got some long arms and used that advantage to come up with the steal.
We talk about both of these teams being great defensively, and on both ends, a steal for West Lyon, now a steal for Ballard. Let's see who can score.
Yeah, West Lyon gives up 34 points a game. Ballard gives up an average of 30 points a game. Levy, running right-hander, won't go, but draws the foul.
Ball fake drive, the runner. That's kind of what works for Ballard.
That foul against Xavier Metzger will be her first foul. But now Levy at the free throw line as Ballard goes into the bonus. And Levy has equaled her performance from the first quarterfinal game against Center Point Urbana when she had but 7 points. She really makes this team go, doesn't she?
She does. She's a catalyst offensively and defensively. That air of confidence that she brings, that confidence that she has at the free throw line.
She's perfect in 4 tries at the line, has hit a total of 8 points already. And her team back up by double digits.
I think she wanted to redeem herself a little bit as well from the first game this week.
Gramstad works against the defensive Hillebrand into the offensive end for Clarenbeek. Meyer with a high-low feed, but the finish not there by Terwee. Offensive rebound gives the Wildcats another opportunity. And there's the 3 try that's just a little bit short by Knobloch. Beal scoops up the rebound. Ballard with 2:15 to play in the first half would take their biggest lead if they score a basket here. Rigby dribbles at the top, averages 7 points a game. She's also going to college and play basketball next year at Loras. So 3 starters for the Bombers are headed to play college basketball next season. Deep 3, knocked down by Kylie Rigby. She's hit 2 threes in this ballgame. She's a 34% three-point shooter. And that's her 38th this season.
Yes, that's why so many of these girls are going on to play. They love it. This is the stage you want to make it. Make your big shots, and Rigby stepped up right there with a big one.
West Lyon with their biggest deficit so far. Cutting across the lane and scoring the basket. Knobloch, and she will go to the line with a foul called against Rigby.
Yeah, that's a big offensive move, taking it on the putting it on the ground and kissing it off on the glass there. Here it is again. You can see driving across the lane, a lot of contact. I like how strong she went up to get the and one.
Going for the three-point play. Just a sophomore, Evie Knobloch, and she comes up with that three-point play to bring her team back to 10-point deficit at 24-14. Again, this 14 points as we near the half, about what the Bombers will give up in an average half. Here's the drive to the lane by Levy. She doesn't get the bounce. The rebound taken by Terwee.
And it wasn't without intense pressure. She knew Meyer was right there on her. About got a block.
Final minute of the quarter. The ball deflected out of bounds by Levy. West Lyon started to make a change, and then the last moment, Ryan Brasser changed his mind.
This is a key opportunity for them to score. Look for them to get the ball to Meyer. There it is, a rebound, up and in.
Meyer does not miss those second chance opportunities very often, and she'll have a chance at a three-point play.
You don't see that for a sideline out of bounds often, where it's basically a line drive baseball pass to your post inside.
Lily Beal got the foul, and Meyer with a three-point play. And as she mentioned, Joanna, really significant. It had been a double-digit deficit, and now it's a 7-point deficit.
Yes, they've done a nice job of getting the ball either inside to Meyer or taking it in for a layup to get high percentage shots and score.
Bombers will likely play for the last shot. In fact, apparently they will, as Levy will just dribble it outside for a while. Levy, what a career and what a season she's had. She's number 1 and 3 in assists at 6 per game. She's number 1 in steals at almost 5 per game. She averages 12.8. And they get headed for Fort Hays State in western Kansas to continue her education and basketball career next year.
And Coach Anderson gives the go-ahead.
They weave across the top. They'd love to get Levy the shot. She works her way in, kicks it instead for Beal, and Beal, as she goes in, offensive foul. They're making a travel. Travel called against Beal.
No travel. A nice defensive stop by West Lyon, and you can see the quick substitution to get a little more quickness instead of height for defense.
Baron Beek in, Terwee out. And that's the way the half ends. So West Lyon trails throughout the first half, trailed by as many as 13, but at the half they are down by only 7 on a good flurry to end the second quarter.
They wanted momentum going into halftime, and you could feel, okay, we can score, we can make some better plays. We're used to their press a little bit now. Let's go in with some confidence and see what we can chalk up at halftime to make this a close game and get a win.
Well, already much closer than it was at the start, because that 13-point deficit shaved to 7. Back with more at halftime. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community. Like family, like home.
SWIC is the place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Halftime of the 3A semifinal game between the second seed West Lyon and the third seed Ballard. And Ballard at the break leading at 24-17. But as they ended the first quarter on a 4-0 run, West Lyon ended the second quarter on a 6-0 run to get right back into this one.
Right, they had a great out-of-bounds play. You see Myers coming alive here a little bit. That's not what Ballard wants. They have to continue to contain her. And she's also so good at reading that defense. If they continue to just have one, if they have one defender on her, they will go ahead. She'll take it every time. But she has to read. She needs a cutter to make a strong cut and hit that 2 points, or someone to kick out to. They can make a 3. They want to make this close.
And meanwhile, if you are Ballard and you're sitting on that 7-point lead, which was 13, what is Kelly Anderson talking about at halftime right now?
You know, we want to keep our lead and extend this lead. Let's keep the pressure on them. In the first quarter, you could really feel West Lyon moving too quickly. They were rushing their offense, and they want to extend the lead, and then they want to hold the ball right at half court. If they're holding the ball at half court, that's a good sign for the Ballard Bombers.
Joanna, it's just what we really talked about is that one team wants to up the pace, and that's Ballard. One team wants to slow the pace, and that's West Lyon.
Yes, and the first quarter, it felt more the Ballard Bombers were in charge of that tempo. They'll continue to push the tempo offensively and defensively and control the tempo. It's not just pushing it always, it's controlling the tempo. When they have the lead, even when they pass the ball around, they've had some very long offensive stretches. Again, no shot clock, so they can do that. So that's some wise coaching by Kelly Anderson.
So halftime will continue here at Wells Fargo Arena as we get this information from Iowa Farm Bureau.
I'm Lisa Brinkmeyer, here along with Brent Johnson, President of Iowa Farm Bureau. First off, we'd like to thank you for your title sponsorship of the Girls Athletic Union, as well as the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament. Brent, why is it important for Iowa Farm Bureau to invest in Iowa's youth?
Yeah, well, our youth is tomorrow's leaders. And, Iowa Farm Bureau, we put a lot of emphasis in that. And, every year we give $250,000 to kids in scholarships throughout the entire state. Over the last several years, we've provided almost $500,000 in teacher education and products for their classrooms. One of the things that we're really proud of is being able to take care of our students on the athletic fields as well. Iowa is one of only 7 states that even offers concussion insurance. And again, this year, Iowa Farm Bureau, we're proud to announce that at no cost to the student or their families, Iowa Farm Bureau is providing that concussion insurance for those student athletes so that they remain safe and can compete at a high level.
Fantastic.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter, and we'll bring your delicious Casey's Pizza order outside, so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family, like home.
SWIC is a place for you.
It's halftime of the 3A semifinal lower bracket matchup between Ballard and West Lyon. Ballard with the lead at 24-17. And Joanna, we've talked so much about the outstanding defense the Bombers play, and I think there's no number on the stat sheet in the first half that indicates that more than points off turnovers.
Points off turnovers. The Ballard Bombers have scored 14 points, and not only 14 to 0 in comparison off of turnovers. So they know how to use that pressure defense and turn their defense into offense.
It's not like West Lyon's turned it over a lot of times, only 6 turnovers, but Ballard has taken full advantage of them.
They have. West Lyon does feel the pressure of Ballard's press. They've only made 4 from 15 shots from the field, which is 27%. Their average on the year, 45%. So well under the average, but they typically don't play this caliber of team.
So you think Ryan Brasser was more or less saying, let's slow it down?
He's trying to, but when you're playing Ballard, you don't get to slow it down, right? Another thing to point out with Ballard is they did have the 4 steals, but they also had 5 assists. They're outstanding at sharing the basketball. They're number 2 in Class 3A in assists. And, of course, that's led by senior Brooke Levy.
And they turn it over only 3 times in the first half.
They take care of the basketball. They're so great. They work hard in practice with that quick ball fake to try to get around their defender.
Brooke Levy, the leading scorer for Ballard at the break with 8 points and 3 steals, and leading West Lyon was Brooklyn Meyer, 7 points, 6 rebounds. But again, Meyer is going to have to provide a lot more offense to get West Lyon back in this one.
She is, and if you're Ballard's on the coaching staff, you're happy with these stats at half. If you're like, you know what, West Lyon only has 17 points, and they want to continue to focus on Meyer, but to only have 5 shots come out of her hand on the field, on the court for field goals, is an impressive team defensive effort by Ballard in the first half.
The winner of this one on to the finals Friday night at 8 o'clock against Esterville Lincoln Central. They upset the top seed Unity Christian, the defending 3A champion, 57-44 earlier today, with Caitlin Tyndall scoring 22 points, hitting some big free throws down the stretch. Once again, the game plan is to get the ball into Meyer, and that time it worked because she quickly drew a foul.
Yes, from the left wing, Randy Childress did a nice job of entering the ball into the post. If I'm Brooklyn Meyer, I'm demanding that ball. Get it into me every time. She only went against one. She wants to try to score, go up strong and score every time she can, so she's not scoring for 2 points, but for the and one.
One more opportunity for Meyer.
Meyer's also leading everyone in rebounding. She's got 6.
Ballard has seen their one-time 13-point lead shaved to 5 as this second half begins. Levy trying to break down the defensive Childress. Is Hildebrand across the lane, getting it to Beal.
Again, good spacing by Ballard. They're in no hurry to score. They want the clock to continue to tick down.
And Levy, who played every minute of the first half, knocks down the shot, and she's in double figures with 10.
And here comes some full court pressure.
Trying to beat it is Mallory Grandstead. She does get it into the offensive end to Clarenbeek.
Right, and as soon as they cross half court, you see that double team trap coming.
Right, and keep an eye on Meyer and what she's trying to do to get open. And again, they're fronting her a lot on the post. Is that shot knocked down from three-point range by Clarenbeek?
And that's what West Lyon has to do. She drew 3 defenders, so somebody else has to be open, and they have to step up and make that shot.
Trying to answer with the 3 is Beal. Can't do it. And the rebound comes down into the hands of Jenna Clarenbeek. Clarenbeek, the 5'6 junior, good position for the rebound. Feed in the lane to Meyer. And Meyer gets another foul called as she's tried to move inside. This time it's Beal getting the foul for Ballard.
Another great entry pass into Meyer, demanding that ball, get the ball in at the post. She wants to score. She doesn't want this to be the last half of basketball for her high school career.
And Kelly Anderson wants to talk to his group with 6:31 left to play in the third quarter. So it takes him just a minute and a half to see that 7-point lead cut down to 4, and he wants to quickly regroup his squad.
Yes, again, way to read the defense, right? When you're doubled, somebody's got to be open. A great job by Childress coming out of halftime, stepping up. And it was a deep 3. Not a Caitlin Clark deep 3, but it was a deep 3.
It was a deep 3. There's no question about it. Not too many people hit Caitlin Clark threes that deep, do they?
No, and there's not a big logo here, so it's not like there's a logo Caitlin Clark zone, but there are 2 3-point lines.
So with 6:31 left to go in the third, play resumes following the timeout by Ballard. Brooklyn Meyer, again, she's headed for South Dakota State to play basketball next year on the inbounds pass.
Right, she took the ball out of bounds. She expects to take it out and get it right back. She wants that ball. Look at her posting up strong at the high post.
They get the ball to her. She feeds it down low, and that shot is off by Metzger, but Metzger gets fouled.
Right, and a nice cut to the basket by Metzger. West Lyon
with her third foul.
West Lyon is 8 for 8 from the free throw line in this first half, so they hope to continue being perfect in the second.
Xavier Metzger, second team all-conference at the line, and she knocks it down. In fact, no one has missed a free throw thus far. West Lyon is 9 for 9, and Ballard is 4 for 4. And I don't believe in the announcer's jinx, do you?
No, keep making them.
Apparently Metzger doesn't either. She's got 4, and it's a 2-point ball game. Great comeback by West Lyon. Levy goes all the way, and Levy gets fouled. Trying to slide in front of her was Gramstead, and Gramstead picked up the foul.
Yeah, she couldn't quite get there. It was a good read by her, but she didn't get her feet set. And here you can see it. She tries to step in front with 3 defenders on her.
Levy, a 71% free throw shooter. There's the first free throw missed by either squad in the ball game. Change for West Lyon as Emily Terwee comes in. Averages 6.4 off the bench. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com.
With this low-scoring game that we anticipated, that we knew because both teams have such great defense, these free throws are going to be key all the way throughout the second half.
Almost 2 minutes gone. Third quarter of a 3-point ball game. On the wing, it's Metzger. Works it quickly to Mallory Gramstad. This is Terwee off the bench. We mentioned it earlier. She and Brooklyn Meyer are cousins. Good job on the baseline by Beal to stop the penetration by Clarenbeek, and the ball rolls out of bounds. The officials confer, and they rule it's going to go with Ballard. Ballard quickly getting the ball inside, and Meyer quickly defending and knocking the ball away from Rigby.
That's how you get some momentum, right? It's a great block by Meyer.
It's the closest the ball game has been since the first minute of play. The last game was an outstanding game, and this one's shaping up to be just the same. As the ball goes inside, nice post feed as Thompson found Levy.
Yeah, Thompson did a nice job of seeing Levy. Levy cut inside of her defender, which as a defender you can't allow that to happen, right? For that inside look, and was a little too quick with her release.
Randy Childress gets her third foul, and Levy gets her 12th point. One more for the senior, headed to Fort Hays State, Kansas next year to play basketball. And she's got a 13-point game, almost doubling her quarterfinal performance against Center Point Urbana. Pressure by the Bombers. Nice job by West Lyon to break it, though.
You can see the Bombers checking out to see if West Lyon picks up their dribble. If they do, expect the double team. There's a triple team on Meyer.
And that makes the Ballard Bombers pay for the triple team because Clarenbeek knocks down her third three of the ball game.
That's exactly what West Lyon has to do. That's their game plan. And a great assist by Meyer.
It was. Good job passing out of a triple team. That was actually very nifty.
It was. You know, you have to be quick, and she's practiced that. I know she's lost the ball a couple times before. So and that's not a good feeling, right? So she's quick with that and works on that.
But then a defensive lapse by the Wildcat, and Beal was like shooting a practice three. There was nobody close.
No, they've had a lapse. They almost gave up a layup on the last one. There was some defensive confusion.
Trying to drive across the lane, Gramstad, and she gets fouled.
There's such a height advantage with Meyer and her team that when her teammates put it on the floor and put it up, you know, it's a high percentage that she would get the rebound anyway. So that's a great move if you're not going to be open for a three. But I like Gramstad taking it to the hole and putting the ball up. Here she ends up at the free throw line. But another way that West Lyon can get into this game and maybe take the lead.
Noe replaces Hillebrand for Ballard as she picked up her second foul. Into the offensive end quickly comes Levy. Nice skip pass against the zone to Rigby.
Ballard has excellent spacing. They keep 4 out here with a lot of motion offense.
Baseline drive, and she got slightly off balance, and the shot missed by Alea Thompson, who's back in. Clarenbeek quickly into the offensive end. Ballard trying to protect a 4-point lead as Meyer gets the ball on the post. And from behind, taken away by Lily Beal. Yeah. Beal really having an outstanding tournament for Ballard.
Yes, Myers wanted that on the possession. She was the quarterback on the play. She wanted it on the left side again. And a great job at utilizing the double team defensively by Ballard.
Levy gets an offensive rebound of her own shot. Here's Beal slicing to the baseline to score. Lily Beal, 5 points in this one, 7 points, 7 steals, 8 rebounds in the quarterfinal. She's really having a terrific tournament. West Lyon in arrears by 6 with just over 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Nearly a takeaway that time by Rigby, but retrieved by Grandstad. At the high post, the pass comes to Metzger. Again, look at Meyer trying to get open inside, but facing a lot of physical presence. So another three-point try by Clarenbeek, and she is really answering the call.
She is. Those three-pointers are huge, and the West Lyon Wildcats are on their feet. Super excited to feel this momentum getting back into this game.
And Kelly Anderson says, I don't give up 3 threes in a ball game to one player in a quarter, so he calls a quick timeout.
Right. Well, somebody has to step up and score. Right, if you're going to double, you got to give something. Somebody has to be open. Maybe they'll switch who's open, right? So, okay, now they have to guard Clarenbeek. Now who do we want to leave open if we're going to continue to double-team Meyer?
So Clarenbeek, a first-year starter, really hadn't played much last year. The boy stepping up at a big time this afternoon with 4 threes.
Yes, that's just huge, and that was, somebody's got to do that. And I love the defensive plan by Ballard, but they'll have to change defensively. Somebody will have to be on Clarenbeek. They can't leave her open. They'll try someone else. They'll continue to double team Meyer, but they'll say, okay, who else is in? Now who has a percentage that we don't think is going to make the three? And that person better be ready. And I think that's what is going on in the timeout right here with West Lyon. Coach Brasser's like, okay, they're going to guard you now. You've proven that you're amazing, right? Who else wants to be amazing?
It's going to be an outstanding finish, no question about it. 2:48 left to play in the third. Ballard onto the floor with Levy and Rigby. Also out there is Beal. Noe, the only non-starter on the court for them. Ashley Thompson is also there. West Lyon sets up in the zone. Here's Noe with the kick. Again, Ballard has shown when they want to slow it down and be deliberate, they do get high percentage shots.
They do. They're playing a lot of east to west basketball.
Levy missing high off the glass, and controlling the rebound is Clarenbeek. Clarenbeek. And a push spotted.
That's that Ballard defense. As soon as she had the ball, there was the double team. One of the rules is not to reach. They accidentally...
That's Beal's third foul, so now 2 starters, Reitz and Beals, 3 fouls apiece for Ballard. And Childress, the only starter in foul difficulty for West Lyon with 3. Lob inside to Meyer, can't hang on, poked away from her, and so it will be West Lyon basketball.
Yeah, that's a great pass for Childress. Again, a huge height advantage to continue to lob it in there. Meyer needs to keep the ball high, be strong with this, expect this out-of-bounds play to go to her.
Hillebrand replaces Beal. IMT Insurance bringing you the substitution. The feed comes inside, and it's a nice inbounds play. And scoring is Terwee for the first time.
Yes, Terwee needs to get on the board a little more. That was a nice shot, an easy shot coming out of the baseline out of bounds.
Ballard is not trailed in this game. Levy inside, and now West Lyon has a chance to take their first lead.
They do, and now it's Terwee from behind to deflect the ball and cause the turnover.
So after trailing by 13 with 1:48 to go in the half, a chance for West Lyon to catch and surpass Ballard, and they'll have to do it at the free throw line.
And Meyer's so calm, cool, collected. She's confident. She wants that ball. She knows she can feel who's playing defense on it. And when there's only one person, she's going to take it to the hole every single time.
Levy commits her second foul, or I should say Hildebrand commits the foul, and that's her third. Meyer, a 69% free throw shooter, ties the game for the first time. Now tries to give her team the first lead, and does.
She does, and the West Lyon Wildcats are now 12 for 12, a perfect dozen at the free throw line for this game.
Well, that's really significant in an important ball game, isn't it?
Who cares what the stats have been the whole season? It's state tournament basketball.
Absolutely. Hildebrand now finds Levy. The shot rims in.
She pulled up sooner because she saw Meyer coming. So it was a nice pull-up jumper.
Levy now with 15. Meyer catches on the high post. Thompson tries to tie her up and gets the job done. Held ball in the possession arrow. gives it to the Ballard Bombers with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter. And back in for West Lyon is Evie Knobloch, and leaving will be Randy Childress. Also checking out Brooklyn Meyer. They want to get her just a little extra rest for the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Yes, I like Coach Brasser's thought. Let's give her that little extra so she's got it all for the fourth.
Because you know they're going to want her on the floor for every possession.
Yes, and you know we're going to watch the clock tick down here for a last second shot. You can see Levy watching Coach Anderson for the green light.
Ballard with a 1-point lead as we got into the half-minute mark in the third. Kelly Anderson up in front of his bench, pointing where his players should be for this last possession of the third. Meanwhile, Levy just calmly dribbling the basketball outside, having an outstanding game with 15 points.
Yes, the Wildcats, here they go. They're in a man-to-man defense. They'll switch if there's any ball screens, and they don't want to foul.
Levy puts the shot up. It does not roll in. It was in the cylinder. It came out. Turwee with the rebound. At half court, the ball poked away from behind by Aaliyah Thompson, and we will go to the fourth of a 1-point ball game at the end of three. Ballard 36, West Lyon 35. Fourth quarter coming up. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
It's Fairway Family Food.
We asked 100 grocery shoppers who has the best online shopping.
Fairway Meat and Grocery.
Yes. Name a reason you do your online shopping at Fairway.
Expert shoppers pick out my groceries.
Survey says
Fairway experts hand pick your groceries.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Pick up a great deal when you shop at Fairway.com today.
Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit ighsau.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Ballard with a 1-point lead as we go to the fourth. But a chance for West Lyon to take what would be just their second lead of the ball game. Remember, in the first half, they trailed by 13 points. The drive and the basket by Clarenbeek, who's really been the difference maker for West Lyon in the second half.
She has. They need points on the board, and they're excited to get this lead here. It was the third quarter. That was the first time that West Lyon had an opportunity to take the lead, and they won the third quarter 18-12.
Levy unable to answer, and so West Lyon tries to extend the lead, which would be their biggest of the afternoon. Clarenbeek with 11 second-half points after hitting a three in the first half. And there's an offensive push. Foul called against Clarenbeek. Ballard already committing 6 fouls in the second half, so a very good free throw shooting team from West Lyon that's only missed one. They're 15 out of 16. Should have a lot of free throws down the stretch.
They should.
Kylie Rigby with an answer. Her third three of the ball game.
Yes, the Wildcats have done a better job of putting the ball on the floor and drawing those fouls. They need to continue to do that.
Right now the game going back and forth. The lead alternating. Here's Childress putting the ball to the floor and then losing it, tipped away from behind by Ballard, and so it will be West Lyon inbounding. They're the second seed, Ballard the third seed. Ballard won in 4A last year, moving down to 3A this year, trying to go back-to-back with championships. And West Lyon, a team in the finals last year, losing to Unity Christian 48-31. they'd like some retribution. There's a foul call from behind on Hillebrand, and that'll be her fourth.
It will, yes, and that was a great drive by Myers. The inbound pass went to her on the elbow, but a huge offensive rebound by Metzger.
Xavier Metzger to the line. Metzger misses her first. Metzger struggling from the free throw line this year, just 19 out of 37, but today knocked down her first 4.
Right, again, we talked about how important these free throws are. This is a big one.
And she nails that one. You also talked about how unimportant season stats are when you get to the state tournament, and you're right.
They are, and again, free throws are almost exponentially more important. Again, we're still under 40 points here in this ball game.
Rigby giving it up. Two minutes gone, fourth quarter. Levy trying to get around Childress. Childress has done a terrific job defensively, and that's her job. She guards the best guard on the other squad, but that time it is Rigby bombing home a 3. Her fourth 3 of the ball game, and Ballard back into the lead of 4.
Yes, she had great arch on that ball.
Turnover, and there haven't been many by West Lyon comparatively speaking, but Ballard has taken advantage of so many of them. As you pointed out, 18-0 on second chance or on points off turnovers in this ball game for Ballard. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yes, that's what they do so well.
Again, it's not a terrible turnover number for West Lyon. It's just an incredible take advantage of it number for Ballard.
It wasn't. Meyer was posting up on that last possession, and her momentum was going away from the basket, so they've got to do a better job. That was the first turnover on an entry pass. They've got to get the ball in her hands offensively.
Levy handling the ball outside. They want to get her the ball as frequently as possible. Thought about a step back and said nothing going there, so she comes back outside with it. Ballard really plays with poise, don't they? They seem like on every possession they know exactly what they want to accomplish.
They do, and even on this possession, this is a long offensive possession. They're really burning clock.
One thing they do well is, though, they don't dribble a lot on these long possessions. They pass it very well. Rigby missing the layup. And here comes West Lyon with a chance to cut a 4-point deficit, and a push is spotted on Beal.
Yeah, they've been, posting up, pushing against each other. You can't displace the offense, and that's what she did there on that possession.
So now Beal has 4 fouls, and Reitz has 4 fouls for Ballard. And this has not been the day that you want to send the Wildcats to the free throw line.
No, if you're coach Brasser, you have to be very impressed. Obviously, I'm sure they've been working on it hard, and you get better and better throughout the season, but this as a coach is what you want them to continue to peak.
Meyer hits the front end of the 1-and-1 to give her a dozen points. And we have a timeout taken with 4:24 left in the ball game. A tight one in this 3A semifinal here at Wells Fargo Arena, as it's Ballard 42, West Lyon 39.
Right, and both teams have stuck to their game plan, right? Really kind of relaxed defense by the Wildcats, and no pressure out front. And so they'll have to decide based on the score when they do have to come out past that 3-point line to get some pressure and get that 5-second clock going.
Ballard 2 timeouts remaining. West Lyon has 3 timeouts remaining. The possession arrow favors Ballard as we come down to 4:24. And as far as foul situations, Ballard has already put West Lyon in the bonus, and there are only 3 fouls called against West Lyon here in the second half. So those are numbers that could become critical down the stretch.
Well, Ballard hasn't taken a lot of shots. Again, they're playing east to west. They're just passing the ball around, so they haven't been driving as much, drawing as many fouls, near as many as they did in the first half.
Back at the free throw line is Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer has been perfect in 8 efforts this afternoon. Made all tournament last year. In addition to her outstanding basketball exploit. She's an academic all-stater, and she hits her 13th point. 4:20 left, and Ballard, trying to add to a 2-point lead, faces three-quarter court pressure.
And that's one of their changes coming out of the timeout.
Here's a three try by Rigby that's short. But the offensive rebound run down by Thompson.
Yes, nice penetration and kick by Brooke Levy.
Reset by the Bombers. And Levy gets around her defender to knock it down. Levy with 17 points.
Levy is so quick off the dribble. She has been able to get by every defender.
Try to get the ball inside to Meyer, and it's kicked out.
And you can see the weak side defender ready to come over and help. In that case, it was Reitz. But as soon as she has it, that weak side defender will come over and double team.
Again, Reitz with 4 fouls for Ballard, and Beal with 4 fouls. I take it back. Reitz with 3 fouls. A takeaway, and then Meyer fouls, trying to get it back.
Again, another great defensive stop by Ballard.
And so the Bombers, with 3:35 to play and a 4-point lead, will inbound to three-quarter court. Backcourt pressure provided by Terwee, and she commits the foul. They get fouls to give right now for West Lyon, as that was only the 5th. And of course, you want to get to that situation as far as putting the other team in the bonus where they get to shoot free throws if it comes to that.
Right. They want to be able to control that. They don't want to have to burn them later. That's good for us. Like, let's burn them now so we're ready when we need to stop the clock that we can.
And they just burned the one that will send them into the bonus, but a timeout will be taken by West Lyon with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this terrific 3A semifinal ball game. The first game equally terrific. 13-point margin that Esterville Lincoln Central knocked off the defending champion Unity Christian. But that was a 21-point game at one point, and with 2:16 to play, Unity Christian had cut it to 6 points.
Yes, we have a lot of Northwest teams here, Northwest teams from the state, with Esterville moving on, a great senior combo, and then you add Haley Stokes, the great freshman from Esterville.
And again, Tyndall with 22, Jordan Stokes 13, Haley Stokes 11 to lead Esterville Lincoln Central, the 4th seed, to upset the defending 3A champion Unity Christian. They're into the championship game opposite the winner of this one, West Lyon against Ballard. And right now it's Ballard by 4.
They can't wait to find out who they will be playing.
Paige Noe will inbound. Noe, a good 3-point shooter. I don't believe has taken a shot so far today.
She hasn't. She's been quiet, but it's been a lot of Brooke Levy, that's for sure.
Levy, who wants to end her senior season with back-to-back state championships, gets fouled, and this time will be free throw shooting opportunity as the foul called against Gramstad. Levy with 17 points this afternoon, and she's been to the free throw line a lot. She has 7 free throws and 8 tries.
Yeah, Gramstad, a quick hand check, and that'll stop play.
Levy shoots the 1-and-1 and knocks it down. Another thing, and it almost goes without saying, but front ends of 1-and-1 become so important in a close ball game.
They do. Defensively, everybody has to be ready to rebound, and offensively, a great opportunity to score without the clock running.
Levy calmly sinks them both. She's got 19 points. Her team is up by 6. Out of the backcourt comes Gramstad.
Yes, all the Wildcats have to be ready to score if they see the double team. You know, Myers with a beautiful spin move and the left for the finish.
15 for Brooklyn Meyer.
The game plan for the Wildcats is to get her the ball every time, especially if no one's going to face guard her or you can enter the pass to her.
You know, though she has her average, more or less, I think that certainly Ballard's made it tough on her to get there.
They have. She's run the court a little more. Here she is having to play a lot of help defense, a lot of movement on defense. And they've been hounding her, right? It's that hounding when she's on offense that she's had. She's been double teamed, she's been triple teamed, and they really slowed her down in the first half.
Bombers content to take some time off the clock. Ballard's good enough free throw shooting team. It doesn't leave a lot of decisions about who you want to foul, and the foul's called that time on Childress, and that'll be her 4th. But Levy is a 71% free throw shooter. Reed 77%. Rigby a little bit less. But the player they don't want to foul is the player that's going to have the ball in her hands so much today.
It is, and they have to decide, are they going to face guard her and somehow get the ball out of her hands so they can foul someone else and put someone else that's not as good at the free throw line. Someone else, that's what the assistant coaches are working on right now. Who else can they foul? Who else can they get the ball?
Yeah, Beal is not a good free throw shooter. The worst free throw shooter on the floor right now for the Bombers. But once again, it is Levy seeking a key free throw. She has 21 points. And she has given the Bombers a 5-point lead. Childress being hounded defensively by Levy. Tries to get around her and can't. She's looking for Meyer inside, but Meyer is well covered. So the pass comes to Gramstead. She'll take it all the way and miss it. Offensive rebound, grabbed by Meyer. She goes up in a crowd and draws a foul and will go to the line.
Yes, and a great power dribble to position herself offensively to go up with the ball.
Reitz picking up her 4th foul, or is it her 5th? That is apparently her 5th foul. So Meg Reitz fouls out with 5 points today, and a timeout is called with 1:55 left to play. At the free throw line will be an outstanding player in Brooke Meyer, with Ballard holding a 5-point lead at 47-42 and a minute 55 to play.
You know, Meg Reitz is the leading rebounder for the Ballard Bombers on the season. Today, it is Aaliyah Thompson that has a lot of boards for the Ballard Bombers.
So again, Reitz, who's headed for Wayne State, averaging 10 points a ball game, and she is done for the day, having fouled out with 1:55 to go in regulation.
Yes, she did have that nice 3-point bomb from the corner. Of course, the lefty, so a big score to cause such a big lead in the first half for Reitz.
Well, you want your best player on the free throw line at crunch time, and that's exactly what West Lyon has right now, as Brooklyn Meyer will go back to the line. She is perfect in 9 tries at the free throw line. Ballard comes out with Aaliyah Thompson, Brooke Levy. Hildebrand is there. So is Rigby and Lily Beal. And West Lyon will counter with Brooklyn Meyer, who's at the free throw line. Emily Terwee off the benches there, along with Gramstad and Childress. The free throw is good. 10 of 10 from the line from Meyer.
Right, and the Wildcats come out with some full court pressure.
And we have a momentary timeout. And I think the question was, why did Meyer not get a second? I think she was entitled to 2 free throws there, right? In fact, I know she was.
She was, and Coach Brasser, he went all the way across half court to get the attention of the officials and said, hey, on a one-on-one, if you make the first one, you get the second one. Let's play this by the rules here.
Exactly. And Brasser very alertly found it. Well, I was thinking, what's going on here? And apparently, you know, the officials they do a great job, but nobody's perfect, right?
No, they'll right this wrong here, and they'll get it figured out.
And then the question is, they have to add a couple of seconds on the clock.
Yep, they'll have to go back every second. Sure matters. You can see Myers bringing her team together. Okay, on the make, this is what we do. On the miss, this is what we do defensively, as you have her as a coach on the court, as her coach is talking with the referees and with the time to make sure they get the right time on the clock.
Meanwhile, Robert Smith Jr., the lead official of this crew, is over at the scorer's table. Both coaches are there. Ryan Brasser in his 7th year at West Lyon, and Kelly Anderson in his 11th year at Ballard. And again, Anderson, 7 state tournaments in 11 years, a state championship last year. He replaced a legend in Merle Olberding at Ballard, I should say. And for West Lyon, Ryan Brasser in his 7th year, 127 victories, just 37 losses, and 2 state tournament appearances. And last year got his team to the championship game.
Yes. A lot of wins, a lot of great teaching going on in the gyms up in West Lyon and in Ballard throughout the season and throughout the careers of both of these guys, but some great players. You know, Ballard won it last year, lost 3 of their seniors, so here these juniors have had an opportunity to not have to lead, and now they're leading again, are leading as seniors, trying to move on to the next round.
The Brassers still at the scorers table with Robert Smith Jr. Kelly Anderson, meanwhile, has stepped away from the discussion. There's no debate, I don't believe. Well, there isn't any debate that Meyer gets another free throw. The question is, what did they do to the clock? Obviously, Brasser playing from behind wants more seconds, and Anderson would just assume there'd be fewer seconds.
Yes. And now all the referees are very clear that there's one more shot.
Meyer with the deep breath, and she did not let the delay or the confusion bother her at all.
Ice in her veins, and a huge turnover by Ballard. They tried to do the pass out of bounds, and he called that a turnover.
Childress now in, and she replaces Terwee. And again, Childress, just a superb defensive player.
Yes,
gets the ball into Meyer. Meyer gets fouled, chopped across the arm.
Right, when Myers takes the ball out of bounds, they do an entry pass. She posts up. They come right back to her. That's what they did. She wants to do everything she can to go up strong, knowing she'll be fouled, but try to score on that and go up strong again. Kind of a spin move, a little extended, but she goes for 2 more at the line here.
And she continues to be perfect at the foul line, 11 out of 11. Terwee back into the lineup. She brings good size at the defensive end at 6 foot. Meyer makes it a 1-point game if she hits, but she does not. And it will be Ballard with the basketball.
That was a foul on Metzger.
You're right.
Going for the board. You like those fouls as a coach, right? Aggressively going for that offensive rebound, but the clock continues to stay put at 1:51.
Lily Beal will shoot 1 and 1. The last 4 seconds, we've seen a lot of free throws, haven't we?
We have another 10 to go at least in this last 2 minutes.
Probably so. Beal hits the front end of the 1 and 1. Beal with 6 points on the afternoon, double her average.
Again, Ballard wants to make this so they have time to set up in their 2-2-1 zone. Full court press.
And they make it a 2-possession game at 49-45 with 1:50 to go.
And they decided to drop back into man-to-man half-court defense.
West Lyon 1 timeout remaining. Ballard has 2. The basketball lost there by Meyer. And then a foul called on West Lyon after Beal picked it up.
Yes, Meyer had 2 girls on her, and a third came and knocked the ball away from her.
Xavier Metzger committing the foul. And Beal, who a moment ago hit the front end and the back end of a 1 and 1, shoots 2 here because that was the 10th foul.
Yes, 3 girls in the game with 4 fouls. So now the bench becomes even more important as the clock ticks away.
The double bonus in effect, and Beal takes advantage of it. She knocks them both down. It's a 5-point ball game with 1:39 to go. Larenbeek, who's had such a terrific ball game, into the front court. Myers has the ball tipped away from her, but it's recovered. She goes back up with it and draws the foul. And once again, it will be Brooklyn Meyer at the line.
Yes, on the first entry pass, she was triple teamed, picked it out, went back to her, a nice left-hand attempt.
And that foul on Hillebrand, and that will be her 5th. So Lily Hillebrand fouls out of the ball game, becoming the 2nd Bomber to foul out. And to take her place, Paige Noe. The free throw is good. An unbelievable free throw performance this afternoon by Meyer. She has missed just 1. She is 12 out of 13.
Hillenbrand had a great game earlier this week.
50-47, a 3-point lead for Ballard as they come up the court. Again, Ballard 2 timeouts remaining. Ryan Brasser, the West Lyon coach, has 1. Ballard trying to go for a repeat as state champion by getting into the semifinals, getting through the semifinals to the championship game. And as Levy hangs on to the basketball as long as she can, having to come over to foul her is Terwee.
Terwee now has 3 fouls on her. And Levy's a lot quicker than Terwee, so we'll see if they'll continue with that matchup.
And Levy and Meyer have been matching free throws. Levy now 12 of 13 from the foul line for 22 points.
Yeah, 2 senior stars.
They are stepping up, aren't they? Levy with the miss. And Meyer with the rebound.
A great rebound, and she keeps that ball so high with her 6'2" height advantage. So wise to keep that ball high for the outlet pass. She's double teamed. They've chosen not to even guard Grahamstad on the weak side of the ball.
Ballard, one short-lived lead. For the most part, they've been playing from behind all afternoon.
They have just in the third quarter a little bit, and there's that out-of-bounds play when they try to lob it to her, but she was triple-teamed, and the throw came up short.
And a foul, a touch foul called against Grahamstad to send Levy to the line. Again, that's the last person West Lyon wants to go to the line, but for Ballard, that's the last person who's giving up the basketball.
Right, well, they're not face guarding her, so if you don't face guard her, she's going to get it every single time.
Timeout called with 48 seconds to play. Timeout called by Ballard. What a terrific ball game it's been. I guess we should probably select our Casey's player of the game. And it's not going to be easy till the game is undecided, but pretty much it looks like it may be decided. Who's our player of the game?
Yeah, Brooke Levy from Ballard will be our player of the game today. Coming up huge, stepping up to the free throw line, so quick off the dribble, really controlling the tempo in the full court, with coming up with steals, some great assists. She's got 4 assists on the game, and she continues to rack up points. But just such a leader and so quick, and will continue playing on into college.
Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and today's player of the game, Casey's, is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans, making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for Casey's Rewards program, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel, discounts, or donations to local schools. So Levy at the free throw line, as she has been a bunch throughout the ball game. And she hits her 13th free throw of the afternoon. 23 points for Brooke Levy. Levy, a subpar performance for her in the quarterfinals. Just 2 out of 12 shooting the basketball. And you knew that she would come back with a vengeance in the semifinals. She has done just that.
Right, she wasn't even one of their top 3 scorers in the last game.
Brooklyn Meyer spins, fires, and scores. And a timeout will be taken by West Lyon. That will be their last, but they want to set up the defense.
Right, she posted up strong on the left side. Just one quick power dribble, and so strong inside to go up for a quick 2.
Meyer now with 21 points to lead her team, and Levy with 22 to lead hers. 38 seconds to play. A 4-point lead for Ballard. They've got the basketball, and they will face full court pressure.
Okay, well, West Lyon definitely has a height advantage. They have so much strength inside with Meyer, but they're not quicker. Ballard's a much quicker team, so they can't come out and put a full court pressure on without expecting them to get by them quickly. So, you know, it's like, what can you do? Well, you can try to keep the ball out of the hands of Brooke Levy.
Ryan Brasser talked about it. He said, this is a very quick team. That's going to be our big challenge today. And again, the ball goes to Levy, and again, no choice with time ticking down. Grahamstad has to foul her, and Levy will go back to the line. 22-point performance by Brooklyn Meyer, and a 23-point effort by Levy as she goes to the foul line. She is 13 of 16 from the foul line.
She's very tough to match up with defensively. Who's quick enough that can slow her down? If you overplay one side, she's going to go the other. She's so quick off the dribble. She has a great hesitation. She's really a coach's nightmare when it comes to who's going to defend her.
And what a great job she did bouncing back from that performance on the quarterfinals. But then again, that wasn't her.
No, she's really so unselfish. She just wants to win. She doesn't care who's going to score. If her team needs her to, she will.
From the corner, the shot by Childress is short, goes over the backboard. Meyer gets a big rebound, but it's run down by Beal, and Beal gets fouled. Foul whistled against Clarenbeek. We haven't talked about Jenna Clarenbeek recently, but she almost single-handedly brought West Lyon back into this one.
She did, and again, she had some open looks because of the attention that Myers demands from every defense. So she was 4 for 4 from three-point land. Huge to make this a fun game in the second half.
Beal with her 11th point. She averages 3.5. But hit so many key points against Center Point Urbana in the quarterfinals and has come up with a big game today with her 11 points.
She has, and she's played tough defensively against Myers, which is a big task.
Clarenbeek leaves the three short. Meyer with the rebound, and Meyer will go right back to the line with only 8.4 seconds remaining, and it appears that the third seed Ballard will knock off the second seed West Lyon and advance to a 3A final between a fourth seed and a third seed.
When you look at the quickness of both teams, I would say that they're the top two overall quick teams. Quickness. They have more quickness than any other team out there. So I'm thinking of a great matchup. Both the teams like to put a lot of pressure on each other and poke at the ball. You know, Stokes like to poke at the ball, playing with her sister. So it'll be just a fast-paced. Until Ballard has the lead again. They'll be pushing the tempo until Ballard gets the lead if they can against Esterville.
And, you know, scoring 50 points or now 51 points as West Lyon did, that's almost unheard of against the Kelly Anderson team.
Well, if you're going to double team and triple team, then somebody's going to be open. And what happened with West Lyon is somebody was open and it was the right person. It was Clarenbeek, and she stepped up and hit all 4 of her three-pointers. So if you're going to let them be open, you know, some great shooting by Clarenbeek, just not enough today. What a pleasure to be able to watch Brooklyn Meyer. She's an incredible basketball player at 6'2", such a great team player, a great passer. Again, a 5-tool player is when you lead your team in 5 different statistics, and she's a 4-tool player, almost leading in assists as well. So some huge rebounds, some great points, and just exceeding all expectations at the free throw line as well today.
I had a college coach tell me the other day, and not somebody who coaches in the state of Iowa, I think the best high school basketball in the country is played at Iowa. Because you can look at all the rosters around the country, how many Iowans play. I mean, in this game, you got Meyer playing Division I at South Dakota State. You got 3 Ballard players going on to play next year.
Right, South Dakota State Jackrabbits have a great one in Meyer. You hate to see her cross the border.
But she's going to a good program.
Yes, she'll be an impact player. Their staff is super excited that she's committed with them.
Driving to the basket as time runs down is Levy. She decides not to take a shot. She'll take a victory lap instead as her team advances to the championship with a 56-51 victory over West Lyon. Well, the Stars certainly shone brightly in this one, didn't they?
They did. These seniors came out stellar performances from Levy and Company and from West Lyon. Brooklyn Myers was just a commanding presence in the post area today.
Meyer with 24 for West Lyon. Levy for the winning Bombers with 25. A terrific ball game that really was not decided until the final minutes. And it was West Lyon gamely trying to come back after leading just one time in the game at 36-35. But the players now begin to celebrate, and we're about to go to the public address announcer for the congratulations to West Lyon. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's go to our public address announcer.
For the awards presentation, in addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGH SAU are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Ryan Brasser and the Wildcats from West Lyon on an outstanding basketball season. And now Meg Reitz will advance her team to the next round at the official bracket in center court.
Ballard celebrates, and they overcame a little bit of adversity when they had two of their starters, Reitz and Hillebrand, foul out. But again, the bench players came through. Noe came through for them and off the bench, and certainly also doing that job, Aaliyah Thompson, and they were able to hold off an outstanding West Lyon team that finishes their year at 24-2.
Yes, Ballard is the epitome of team defense. Coach Anderson said one player on another team can't stop us, and if you can stop if you can, or at least slow down Meyer, then you need to end up in the state championship game, and that's where they're headed again.
Absolutely. For the second year in a row after winning at 4A last year, they're in the championship game. The Bombers will take a 23-3 record and an 11-game winning streak into the game. So just wrapping it up, Joanna Settles, this was quite a ball game.
It sure was. Some of the best. Brooke Levy with a great presence. She's so quick with the ball. It was really fun to watch her, and we get to see her again going against the phenom freshman Haley Stokes from Esterville.
Esterville Lincoln Central taking on Ballard in the 3A championship game, 8 o'clock on Friday night. On behalf of our color analyst, Joanna Settles, and our producer, Randy Nielsen, and all of us here in Des Moines, I'm Larry Morgan. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.